"Very good," said the prince. Understanding the reason of that ignorance, the man was caught in the act of assassination and robbery. He might have purchased his life by speaking. He doesn't wish to speak. Take him out and shoot him. The prisoner turned pale. The two soldiers who had brought him in took him, each by one arm, and led him toward the door, whilst the prince, turning to Marshal de Grammont, seemed to have already forgotten the order he had given. When he reached the threshold of the door the prisoner stopped. The soldiers, who knew only their orders, attempted to force him along. "One moment," said the prisoner, in French. "I am ready to speak." "My lord?" "Ah, ah," said the prince, laughing. "I thought we should come to that. I have a sure method of limbering tongues. Young men, take advantage of it against the time when you may be in command. But on condition," continued the prisoner, "that your highness will swear that my life shall be safe." "Upon my honour," said the prince. Question. "Then, my lord, where did the army cross the Lys?" "Between St. Venant and Ayr." "By whom is it commanded?" "By Count de Fuensaldagne, General Beck, and the Archduke." "Of how many does it consist?" 18,000 men and 36 cannon." "But, my lord," said Marshal de Grammont, "consider that when we have collected all our forces we shall have hardly 13,000 men." "Monsieur le Marshal," said the prince, with that wonderful glance that was peculiar to him, "it is with small armies that great battles are won." Then turning toward the prisoner, "Take away that man," he said, "and keep him carefully in sight. His life is dependent on the information he has given us if it is true. He shall be free if false. Let him be shot." The prisoner was led away. "Count de Guiche," said the prince, "it is a long time since you saw your father. Remain here with him. Monsieur," he continued, addressing Raoul, "if you are not too tired, follow me to the end of the world." "My lord," cried Raoul, feeling an unknown enthusiasm for that young general, who seemed to him so worthy of his renown. The prince smiled. He despised flatterers, but he appreciated enthusiasts. "Come, monsieur," he said, "you are good in counsel. As we have already discovered, tomorrow we shall know if you are good in action." "And I," said the marshal, "what am I to do?" "Wait here to receive the troops. I shall either return for them myself, or shall send a courier directing you to bring them to me. 20 guards, well mounted, are all that I shall need for my escort." "That is very few," said the marshal. "It is enough," replied the prince. "Have you a good horse, Monsieur de Bragelonne?" "My horse was killed this morning." "My lord, and I am mounted provisionally on my lackeys. Choose for yourself in my stables the horse you like best. No false modesty, take the best horse you can find. You will need it this evening. Perhaps you will certainly need it tomorrow." Raoul didn't wait to be told twice. He knew that with superiors, especially when those superiors are princes, the highest politeness is to obey without delay or argument. He went down to the stables, picked out a piebald Andalusian horse, saddled and bridled it himself, for Athos had advised him to trust no one with those important offices at a time of danger, and went to rejoin the prince, who at that moment mounted his horse. "Now, monsieur," he said to Raoul, "will you give me the letter you have brought?" Raoul handed the letter to the prince. "Keep near me," said the latter. The prince threw his bridle over the pommel of the saddle, as he was wont to do when he wished to have both hands free, unsealed the letter of Madame de Longueville, and started at a gallop on the road to Lens, attended by Raoul and his small escort, whilst messengers sent to recall the troops set out with a loose rein in other directions. The prince read as he hastened on,